后进入场最。
Where Dojo was able to win, and it looks like we're going right back here.
A little bit of the mind games. It didn't help them out last time. Maybe the straight-up man-to-man fight will.
See how this plays out with Hockey's being the first to go down here. In fact, having to drop down, enemy with the purple Evo. Dojo had that slight health advantage before Designful meets Hockey's on the floor. But he's only got the Havoc and limited ammunition here.
Exactly. No turbo on it either. You know, you gotta wind up. Goes in with the slide down. That first spray was pretty good. Now with effect gone. Looks like this one, Dojo could have it again. 2 in a row.
Alliance, they gave up that POI, and now we're getting to see KCP, the other 50-50 that we saw happen between KCP and I believe it was Realize, and KCP did come out on top of this one, but now with Zane being the last one alive, let's see if that's going to be the same case.
Harvester, it's been such a point of contention for many teams here. And once again, we're seeing players fight over this key, central, rotational POI. And Realize, once again, will fall.
We see teams like LG use an evac tower to already fly in. It looks like they were actually already engaging on a fight before. I saw Design was low earlier. He went for a reset. They also got a knock here. And talking about the Bloodhound, Nizul being on the Bloodhound as he pops Beast of the Hunt.
And this is great. It'll give them the information. He can take the gravity lift right up behind the Dojo here. You can see Timmy with the full kill there.
Yanya getting Designful right after he was able to reset just temporarily, but on the high ground, it's not an issue. I have the high ground now with the gravity lift. Yanya sending Dojo back to the lobby in 18th.
Oxygen have used that evac tower to get out ahead, and now LG are in a fantastic position. They were, you know, a little bit worried a second ago, but now you can see it's IBG full sending them.
Oh, Zinky moving in, but he gets beamed. They're trying to fight their way from inside the circle. Huge crash coming in as he sends out the Arc Star 2. They get the trade as Zinky's able to find Jaguares. Asia goes down right afterwards, and Moist Esports and Defeat do get eliminated. They were fighting Oxygen before, and IBG is going to be meeting them right back in the lobby. But this is the fight that we were mentioning as Oxygen had flew over them prior. They were in some trouble. MDY White also cannot get to safety. Dreamfire are able to circle keep the teams that are funneling out from all the chaos that was happening by that southern Volt side.
Oh my god, so much KP going the way of Dreamfire. The fans loving it. Second place up to 20 points already.
Set an NRG hugging the mouth of this tunnel. Setting up Catwall for Catwall on the other side. This may be shared with TSM looking to engage, exiting out of survey. Hal gets taken out by Nathan, who has been going crazy in these lobbies so far, leading the overall kill leader in the overall days that we've had leading up to this final day.
The Catwall's not enough to save TSM. I mean, they just get sandwiched here. Blackhand on the top, the Pulverex Rat actually coming in from the back. Don't know how long FChat's going to be able to stay alive. Does actually get involved, but unfortunately gets caught in the crossfire. Now it really comes down to Blackhand and NRG.
Wanted to steal that one real quick. 4 for FChan though, and Blackhand engaging on this fight versus NRG, who were able to reset rather quickly. Sweet hasn't popped the shield cell just yet because they got the crack over Blackhand, and it looks like squad after squad they fall as Nathan going crazy with the flat line, being the kill leader now in this one game alone. TSM, Blackhand fall at the hands of NRG.
It's a massive fight to win there in the tunnel. But as we look towards the circle, it's Dreamfire who struggles. You can see they've made it up to the top here. At this point in the game, usually it's an okay spot to play. I wonder what's been, you know, really giving them trouble here. Was it the fuse? Is someone just locking them down with knuckle clusters? Way up, they've got a bit of a cliff ahead of them. It looks like we actually did get the reset there by Dreamfire. So patience pays off for them, but now NRG right on top of them doesn't work out.
That was getting ahead of themselves real quick. Open up the Red Sea as the double Catwall comes in. Enter Force 36, playing for their lives. The only blue Evil Shields playing on the edge. KCP is over to their right, and Dreamfire are still fighting for their lives on this sniper tower. The 1-2, Scooby-Doo, and the Bangalore. Cold Steel. You could call her cold-blooded. Now she's gonna be able to reset on the high ground through MC. Enter Force 36, aimbot goes down. And they meet themselves in 6th place in this lobby. KCP still fighting for their lives. Can they get the reset? If they could get this res, Nasky, you could hear the comms, you could see him in the camera. He was feeling himself before. A little mini pop-off when we saw them win the 50-50 earlier on in this game like we saw in the last game. Now, meanwhile, look at all this chaos playing out underneath their feet.
He doesn't even look stressed, honestly. At this point, Nasky is actually looking fresh. He's looking happy with their position. And as you said, you know, they've walked into each game with a straight-up 3 KP. No problems. Dreamfire get the reset again? Are you kidding me? Doesn't matter what you throw at them up on the tower here, they just keep coming back from the dead.
Literally zombies right here. They just do not stop. Does a little shimmy shade in the air before tap strafing behind some cover, and the EMP now coming in from Kashero.
Yeah, the problem is, though, they are right on the edge of the circle. They will have to drop down immediately. You can see they waste no time doing that and try and use some smoke to cover, but Ascend have them on lock.
Ascend trying to ride the momentum. Gets the crack originally before, but misses some of those flatline shots, having to back away as post skill was incredibly low. Doesn't want to overextend when they're low too, but gets the crack. Here comes the follow-up from him, and having to look to their backs. E6 get eliminated, but at what cost? Sets up the Watson pallet fences, and Dreamfire, after resetting, not once, not twice, not even 3 times, are going to be able to move in to try to take this game against Ascend.
Yeah, that would start a fight to Ascend, actually. Off the back of that, they're going to be a duo, and I don't think there's any way that they can come out on top. Your Chinese team, Dreamfire, moving up into 1st place already. Can they get the win to cap it off?
He's got the Prowler, he's got the high ground, and Dreamfire are your game 2 winners. The crowd goes crazy. And now they've secured double-digit KP. They got 1st place. They were able to hold this final position in this final circle as we take a look.
Okay, so this is where they knew they were going to have to get off. All right, so they start shuffling the teams around them. The Bangalore ult goes down first just to make sure this team cannot hold the high ground in front of them. As you can see, that's already worked in securing this position on the low ground.
And even without the Digi here for Rory, able to take the gravity lift, already taking care of so many teams, feeling that momentum, and also able to time this fight. After we saw Ascend take care of E6 at the very end, Startify had taken that fight also earlier on. After KCP get eliminated, they couldn't get the full reset, so Dreamfire were able to sandwich around Ascend in this final circle from one angle to another, and it's the split position that they were able to hug shoulder to shoulder that also allowed them to not overextend too. Gets to the high ground, prioritize their positioning to have that slight advantage, and come on, yeah, Pita with the Prowler in his hand, you know the damage is going to be laid down.